Yo, people, what's going on? What's going on? I've taken the comments off because we don't want no trolls. We don't want no one instigating anything. We don't want no one talking nonsense. So we just want to make it have a proper conversation. So my page is off private for now. For the next hour, my page is gonna be off private. So once Raver joins in, we're good to go. So big up everyone that's tuned in. Hopefully it gives you guys insight, and like I said, it's never to glorify, it's to educate and to also show transition and change of how people once lived their lives and how you can't write them off and how they can change their lives around as well. I've been onto him for ages from the moment come out of jail. I'm like, look, let me help you write the book, so finally he's given in. So hopefully you guys get insight into the man himself from his own words. No one putting words into his mouth, so he can say it from himself how things are for him. We're gonna touch on his music and that as well. He's got his music. He's got the R&B. He's got the bashment vibe going over there. So we're just gonna wait for him to touch down any moment now. Let me see if he sent me a request yet. Oh, he's there now. He's there now. I'm gonna add him right now. All right, look, we're good to go. Yo.
You say
Big man
listen, on
himself,
my
you know.
case, yeah. Everyone's on to me, though.
I've
My
been on your
brother's
case
like,
for a while, man.
fam, my brother just phoned me. He goes like, how can I go on live? I said, you know what? Go on. I gave him my page. I said, go on our page, yeah. He's like, right, no, I'm going on the page now. You get me? Yeah.
Nah, but
That's what I meant to.
first and foremost, how are you?
I'm good, you know, my brother.
Yeah,
I'm
and
good.
family's all good.
Yeah, everyone's blessed, man. Right
So
now,
we're
I'm
gonna
just.
get we're gonna get straight into it, yeah. Because I'm gonna tell you something, yeah. Whenever I was in jail, being from Peckham, people ask me three things: do you know Raver? Do you know Spen? Do you know Gigs? Those are the three names I always got, and I'm like, yeah, I know them. So I want you to take us back from the start. Like, where are you from? Like, your background, country-wise. Tell us a
I'm
bit
from
about yourself.
Jamaica.
You're from
I'm from
Jamaica.
Jamaica, yeah.
That's where you was born.
Born and grow.
There we go.
Half.
So when was you in the UK? When did you first touch down in
Came
the UK?
came here 13, so I started school in
13.
year 8. Yeah,
Okay. What school did you go to?
Chaucer, Jeffrey
Joseph.
Chaucer.
Okay. So obviously, I also know you as Marlon. So
Yeah.
when did that name Raver? When did you come up with that name?
Do you
Or
know
did
what?
someone
Yeah.
give it to you?
No. Do you know what it is? Remember, you know my cousins, innit? Remember Sparrow, Big and Sparrow, and that.
Yeah.
Remember Sparrow? His name was Sparrow, innit? So you
Yeah.
know, like my name was like more like it was like you know, we had to think of something, innit? So we thought Raver, Raven. You get me? So we took off the N and just put it Raver. You get me? So
Mm.
that's how we put it as Raver from way back then. But that was like in the 90s, innit? That's like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, early 90s, late 90s, innit? Yeah.
Because
So
there was, what do you call it? That was the name I guess everyone knew. But at the time before I got to know you, I was like, was he like a raver? Like, did he go partying? Did he go clubbing? Like, why is it raver? So it's because your cousins gave you the name.
no. I gave myself that name.
Yeah.
Because obviously, remember, man used to dance as well, innit? So, but man kind of just drift off from that. You get me?
1 second. Look, I don't want my battery to die on this bloody car. You guys can still see. You can still see me. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. So and the story that I done the other day of how I got recruited as a Peckham boy went viral. In regards to yourself, how did you become a Peckham boy? Was there a recruitment process, or your cousin just said you're a Peckham boy now?
No. Do you know what it was, yeah? It started from school, innit? Like, you know, like hanging around with a group of friends, yeah? We was more in school and that. So it wasn't a thing like we was from Peckham, innit? You know what I'm saying to you? And most of the lot that I hang around with, you understand, they was like younger Peckham lot, you know what I'm saying to you?
Mm.
And we just, from school, we just started link up and then from there, just, I wouldn't even say, you understand, I wouldn't even say recruit or anything like that because some people have the wrong, you know, some ways of saying things. You know what I'm trying to say to
Yeah.
you? It's
Mm.
more like we just a group of friends. We're from the area. You understand? We start hanging around because obviously, you know, Peckham go way back in it, like
Yeah.
from before Quasi's. You know, what I'm saying to them, that's them and their type era in it.
Mm.
So we
Did you
was
did
like the young.
did you know of Kwasi or not? Because that's the name that
Yeah.
everyone talks about. That he was the original
Yeah.
big man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but everyone knows Quasi. If you don't know Quasi, you're not from Peckham, innit?
Mm.
Realistically, you know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Even if like you don't know him personally, you know what I'm saying to you? Those are the main names. There's main names, innit? When I
Mm.
was growing up, you know what I'm saying to you? And as I said to you, my lot, there was people before me. You
Yeah.
understand? Some of us are the same age group and that, but there was like different batches. You know what I'm trying to say
Yeah.
to you, and you know how it goes anyway, man.
Yeah, I mean, there was
But,
there was obviously there was different groups. From the younger Peckham boys. There's the even to, I mean, that whole era, everyone kind of got on for a while. Be it OTB, be it Firehouse, there was sort of a
yeah,
togetherness. And I don't know how it's gone to, I guess, the Zone 2 in Moscow now, how they're all beefing each other. But how then do you think that your name, obviously we don't want to get into any details specific, but why do you think your name sort of stood out?
do you know what? Yeah, like for me, yeah, you obviously know in it. Like I've always been on the, like I've always been on the forefront. You know, something
Mm,
in the sense of like I'm cool with everyone. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Even though man's had a name for the last how much 20 odd years, you know what I'm saying? The man's always been humble with it. You know what I'm trying to
yeah.
say to you? Like mostly everyone that knows me, that obviously you know me in it. So I don't think you've ever called me Raver until nowadays. You
Mm,
know what I'm saying to you? But before, everyone will say right Marlon, or you know what I'm trying to say to you?
yeah.
It's only people that don't know, man, will say Raver, 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 Raver. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying to you? So the name been ringing around for 2 decades, innit?
mm,
And people make up stories of, man, oh, he's big, he's this, he's that, but no one never used to see my face or
mm,
understand what I look like. You know what I'm trying to say
mm,
to you? So for me, like growing up in the sun, I've always tried to, me already, I always tried to hide in it, but I'm
mm,
always on the forefront when it comes to like Peckham in it. Not just me. You know what I'm trying to say to you? There's other people at the same time.
yeah.
So I've played a part, yeah, and all of us played a major part. You know what I'm trying to say
Mm,
to you? Like in a lot of fuckeries and all sorts. You know what I'm trying to say
mm,
to you? But at the end of the day, it's all group of friends at the same time. You
mm.
get me? From the same area, like we just clicked and that was it.
One thing which everyone says all the time is that, raw, like, when they see you, they don't think that's right because everyone expects you to be like, what you might like on a bad boy thing, but everyone, like, you're very humble, and that's what I always do from the very get go. What's the balance then? How did you manage to sort of wield that sort of energy that people like, raw, don't mess with my man, but still keep it very humble?
Nah, cause you know me, man. I'm always been quiet in it. You know what I'm saying to you? For me,
I mean,
like,
I know you, but
yeah,
the people now watching
no,
don't know. So,
yeah, nah. For me, it's just like for man growing up here. I've never been that person that been bossy or anything like that. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Man's
mm,
always been humble. You understand? Man's always been a patient person. Man always told people. Even I've always told people. Even when I was doing wrong, I was telling people not to do wrong.
mm,
You know what I'm trying to say to you? A lot of people. So not a lot of people can say, "Rah, I've told him to do this and I've told him to do that." You
mm,
understand? Man's always been like sufficiently to do it myself. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
yeah.
But
I
for
mean,
me,
there was times I'll say I used to think that you weren't really a big fan of me. Because I remember we used to go like Chocadero and you used to tell my brother, nah, your brother can't come. Your brother can't
yeah,
come.
because
So when I look
because
back
them
at it,
times,
did you think that, nah, he's not really about that life? Or was this that, nah, I don't want him around?
nah, man, it's because like not just you, it's other people as well. Because
Mm,
obviously, remember, yeah, we was growing up here, and we was trying to change the cycle, innit? You know what I'm saying? So man didn't want you to come down that road. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
As much as the other lot as well. You know
mm,
what I'm saying? So man's always trying to put a stop. Even with the thing already. Even some of my lot, I've
mm,
always tried to steer them away from where man was or where man was going. You know what
mm.
I'm trying to say to you? Because we knew where we was. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, we know that you lot coming up here, we don't want you lot to take the same road. So
Yeah.
that's why I used to be on your case. I said, nah, go home. You
Mm,
get me? Nah, nah, nah. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, point blank, I used to be like, nah, nah, go. No, it's not like that. Come on, man. You
mm,
know it's always been love. You
mm.
understand?
So we're gonna touch on the music, but then we had, I guess, when SN1 sort of started building and everyone used to go to Giggs' mum's house, and at that time they was doing, I guess, the MCing. Those times there, you weren't making music. Why didn't you
No,
make music at that time?
I wasn't a musician. I wasn't. I didn't even think I could do music at the time.
Yeah.
You understand? My music now is everything's been overnight. It's just like random, innit? It's
Mm,
not like I wanted to do music. I just woke up about 0:30 in October and started to do music. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
for me, it's a shock to get me. To my family, it's a shock because everyone's thinking like, "Rah, you could do this a long time ago, yeah." And you know what I'm saying? So they're thinking about if I could do this a long time ago, where would I be?
Mm,
So do I. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying to myself, if I knew I could do music here, I wouldn't have gone the way I went. You know what I'm saying
mm,
to you? And obviously now I've found out I can do music. I thought to myself, you know what? Let me try to stay away from, you know, something like that direction and try get as much kids as possible, you know something? Because all it is here, we all have a talent, we all have a gift, you know something, but we're not kind of we're not processing, you know, the gift. We're not actually analyzing what we're good at. So
Yeah.
most of us, we're good at things here, but because we're into the negative, the roads, you know, something, that's stopping us from going to where we want to go. And
Mm.
that's what I've learned, you know, something. So I said to myself, if I knew I could sing here, where would I have been in the last 20 odd years? You get what I'm trying to say? My road, obviously, my path would have been different, and my life would have been different, but everything's for a reason. You know, something. I would never say I regret what I've done. I would never say I regret anything because all that now made me who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, man's always been a person that people look up to in a sense of through love, not through fear, nothing like that. So for me now, you know, something I just think of it like if I can have the same impact on people, you know, what I'm saying to you, and change their path, then I'm gonna try, you know, what I'm saying to you, as much as I can. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm trying to just do the music more. And if you notice, I'm not doing rap. I'm not doing none of that because I'm saying to myself, if I hide who I am, then I'm not going to be true to myself. You get me? So
Yeah.
that's why I'm a singer by trade. And I say to people, yeah, I do bashment and that because it's my birthright, but I'm a singer by trade. You know what I'm trying
Mm.
to say to you? So if I can sing and people think, right, you're soft, yeah, whatever, yeah, I don't care. You know me, I don't have no care in the world about
No, the
anything
thing is,
people
no one
think.
can ever say you're soft, though. That's the thing. No
No,
one
but
can ever say you're soft.
yeah, but regardless of that, yeah, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm being me and being true to me, I don't care. And that's why I want everyone else here, growing up here, to be the same. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen enough little youths here saying, "Oh, I'm not going to sing because my friends and whatever." You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing to show them, like, listen, like, be yourself. Don't think about him or her or what people think. You know, as long as you're happy, you do what you have to do. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And that's the only reason why I won't go down the rap route because I'm saying, no, I'm singing. So a lot
Mm.
of people could come out because they know where I'm from in the background. So if they can see me with the inlight of, right, like he's from this background and he's doing that, you understand? They might even take a lead.
Mm. No, I hear that. I hear that. Like I said, I'm gonna get properly into the music as well. But obviously, I think it was 2006, I believe.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
um, by that time, I moved to Hackney. I moved to Hackney, I think 2004. But 2006, all of a sudden, I'm hearing, rah, everyone's calling my phone to, rah, Marlon's gone. Marlon's been nicked. I'm like, what? Then it's a whole palaver. And at the time of being arrested, how did you feel? Like,